All right, day 2, here we go. I wore the shirt for it. Guys, something that really changed the way I think is that you're one change, you're one decision away from changing your life forever, right? The more you lean into fear, the more life begins to just blossom and stuff starts happening. So I'm pumped for this 90 days. I'm going to commit to it 100,000%. I was thinking about it last night. The worst thing that happens is I just get a crazy transformation, and that's it, man. I'm stoked. I'm at the gym. It's arms and delts day. We're going to jump in there and get to it. I'll see you in there. All right, we're going to start with rope extensions and rope hammer curls, and I'm just going to spam them until my arms get warm and juicy, and then we'll get a little heavier.
They put a price on my head, but I'm still on my feet. Better get your refund, I don't fall, I don't bleed. I'm the diamond in the dust they ain't found yet. The underground king they ain't crowned yet. Every rhyme I spit, man, it cuts like steel. Legend in the making, like I lead for real. Walk the block with the heat, I ain't here to pretend. If I swing, better pray it ain't your end. Got a temper, yeah, test me if you dare. Turn your back, you fall, I swear. Gun on my waist, chip on my name. If I pull, it's done, this ain't no game. Many men, wish pain on me. Lord, I don't cry no more. I don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me, have mercy on my soul. Somewhere my heart turned cold. Many men, wish pain on me. There's no sun without the rain, no joy without the pain. Death looks easy, but life's a fight. It cuts your soul in the dark of night. This one's for the ones on a block on lock, the real ones twisting smoke, staring at clocks. I don't say only God can judge me. I see the system don't love no one like me. Call me the Don, like in no flicks. Malcolm X with a gun in the mix. They switch sides, let the shots fly free. I thought we was family. Why aim at me? Many men, wish pain on me. Lord, I don't cry no more.
All right, it's a wrap. Nice little arm day. Probably one of my favorite days of the week. Arms and shoulders. In my opinion, you can never do enough delts. I do lateral raises 3 times a week, and I have been able to grow some decent delts. They've definitely shrunk, but they're coming back quite a bit this year. So, all right, I'm gonna go be friends with the cardio machine. Shooting for either 8,000 steps a day or just doing steady state cardio. I do a walk every morning. So, all right, I'm gonna do cardio, and I'll see you at home. Woo! All right, guys, we're back at the house. It's gonna be a pretty short video today. It was a successful day. I had a really good workout. Got my meals in today. I've got a couple more meals to eat. I'll show you that here in a second. But I wanna say, if you, or for myself, and you're starting something like a transformation program or challenging yourself to do something different, if you add in too many moving parts too quickly, it's really easy to get overwhelmed. So even for myself, I'm gonna keep this pretty simple to start. My main goal, do a walk in the morning, do a little cardio in the evening. So I get my steps in. I'm gonna adhere to my macros, and instead of scrolling and doing stuff online, I'm gonna really be intentional with consuming content or things that are gonna be beneficial and educational for myself. Because in a period of growth where you wanna grow, you have to be consuming things that are positive and they're gonna help you grow. So overall, super excited about this. I've got some people that we're gonna do some workouts with. We're gonna throw in some adventures along the way, and it's gonna be fun. I'm fearful of doing this because I've never filmed so many videos before, and I don't know, necessarily if I have all the stuff to talk about. That's just the normal fears that I feel, can I really do this? Is anyone gonna watch this? So I'm excited, scared, excited, but also I'm like pumped to do something different. Especially like with doing social media, or if you're like trying to do social media, there's always a pressure of like, am I gonna do things that people wanna watch? And I think being able to take that pressure off and just say like, you know, this 90-day transformation challenge is for myself. No matter what happens, like the goal is to be in a different spot in 90 days than I am today. All right, before we end, I just wanna show you a couple tips on meal prepping that helps me tremendously, and it might help you. So let's get into the freezer. All right, this seems so simple, but it just helps me tremendously. We've got like that main meal I made yesterday, the Chipotle bowl. I'll do 1 or 2 like fresh meals in the fridge. Of course, I've got lots of sugar-free beverages for when I get cravings or want a beer or something like that. I'll just drink one of those and it kind of kicks that urge out of the way. But then my other meals, like my really clean meals, I pre-batch 4 days, like 4 days a meal. So I've got all my chicken, I've got steak, then I've got ground beef. I've got already cooked potatoes down there. That's like 2 weeks worth of potatoes down there, and I've already got cooked rice. So all I have to do is take these out in the morning, defrost them, throw them in a pan, throw some bone broth in there, and then it's ready within 5 minutes, and I don't have to think about it. It's literally so funny to me, like even trying to like talk in a video for 3 minutes straight, like how flustered I get and stuff like that. So I'm excited to like talk more and to learn how to like fluently speak. I commend people like Sam Sulik and stuff like that can talk for like 50 minutes straight without like having a brain fart or not knowing what to say. So a lot of these people make it look so easy, but it's challenging to like have your thoughts out and then not second guess things you want to say. And I think that's the point of a lot of this is like my confidence has gone down just I think from being like by myself more. I think when I used to be around a lot of people and talk all the time, I was a lot more confident. But when you get like what I was talking about yesterday, when you get in your head, like that little voice inside your head's like, man, you can't, you know, associate with these people, or you can't like converse with these people because you don't know as much as them. And it's all lies. I think it's all, I mean, even like, you know, when you relate to the gym, like the more you do something, the better you get at it. So this just reminds me like I need to do this stuff more because I want to be better at speaking. I want to be better at like talking with people. And we just don't do it enough. I think social media has kind of like drawn us away from like actually engaging with people. So I'm excited to engage more and to learn. It's all about learning, right? The world is a teacher and we just have to learn. So guys, it's been a pleasure. And I'm gonna say a lot of weird stuff in here probably that like doesn't make any sense because I'm just gonna try my best to like articulate in my brain what I'm thinking and the things I've been through and bring you guys along the way. So as far as that, it's been a good 2 days. Weighed in this morning at 265. Took some before pictures. I'll show you that here in a second. And I'm excited to take you guys along this journey and take myself along this journey and push myself harder than I've ever pushed before. I really am gonna like, it's gonna be wild. I'm definitely not a fan of like the chubby face and stuff like that. It's been a while. Like 4 or 5 years, I stayed like as lean as can be. Just got burnt out from that. So I'm excited to get to that place where I just feel healthy. I feel energetic. I feel like athletic again. You know, I've retained some size, but I feel like my athleticism is, so I'm gonna be adding in like some circuits and stuff too for like the next 90 days. I actually like doing circuits, but do more kind of that style of training with my bodybuilding style stuff and just see what we can come together and create like this fun, lean, mean physique. So yeah. It's been a pleasure, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, official day 1 check-in here for the 90-day transformation challenge for myself. Not a horrible starting spot. Again, like I already mentioned, for the last 2 months, I did cut down from like 283 down to I'm about 265 right now. So not a horrible starting spot, but we're gonna lock in completely. No alcohol. No, just crappy things. We're gonna dial it in. Good morning routine, hard workouts. We're gonna document it along the way. Again, this is starting day 1. And cheers to the next 90 days of locking in for the first time in 4 years. Let's see what happens. Boom!